Hi, everybody. This is Tracy Malone from NarcissistAbuseSupport.com. I am a global expert. It's weird to say that, but that's what they tell me I am about narcissistic abuse. And my website reaches millions of people every single year to help educate them to understand what's happening, how to get away, how to heal. So if you're struggling, please visit my website, NarcissistAbuseSupport.com. That business out of the way, today I just got off having an interview with my friend Elisa Stamps on her podcast, and the topic was, why didn't we just leave? So many people experience that dumbass question from their friends of, well, if it was so bad, why didn't you just go? Why did you stay? And it's a little bit more complicated than that. And I think we need to discuss this today because it's not as easy as, why didn't I just leave? We don't have that choice sometimes. And I started my interview with her by saying, for me, I didn't know what abuse was. I stayed because I loved him and I thought I could make it work. I thought I could fix the problems that we had. I didn't know they were abuse. I remember going to my lawyer and to get a divorce and asking him and telling him we never even fought. And looking back, and now having the vocabulary of what a narcissist is, the neglect, the abuse, the financial abuse, the gaslighting, the lies, all of that was there. The cheating was there, but I believed the mask. I believed the stories that he was telling me because I loved him. And I wanted to believe that the things I was thinking, or that had sort of come into the vision of him having an affair for the first or third time, was just something that he had to get through, and I could fix it, and he was done with that. He was never going to do that again, and I believed him. And so that's a big reason why people stay, is they believe the narcissist, they believe the lies, or they're completely oblivious to the fact that the things that they're doing are abuse, right? We sometimes look at them as little isolated nuggets and opportunities. They did this, something happened, but then there was all that niceness, the cycle of abuse. If you don't know what the cycle of abuse is, idealize, devalue, discard. And so when they get into this place where they get in trouble for doing something bad, and then all of a sudden they're nice again, we hold on to the nice person. We hold on to the nice guy, the nice girl, that, oh, that's the reason I'm staying. Maybe they were just having a bad day. And again, people pleasers, codependents, we tend to make excuses for people. We think we can fix them. We push things away, and we need to not do that. But another really big reason that people stay is for financial reasons. If you don't have the financial resources to get away, you're stuck. And they know that, and they've usually pushed the pedal to the metal on the abuse far worse than if somebody has financial means to get away from them. So if you're in one of those situations where you don't have the financial assets to actually get a lawyer or find another place and put down a deposit on an apartment, or potentially ever buy a house, if you are not in that position, you will feel more trapped. And so you have to understand and plan for what you're going to do. If you don't have the financial means, but you can possibly dribble a little money aside, save up for that deposit for an apartment, or even getting a lawyer. You can borrow money from family and friends if you have almost collateral. And it's weird to say it, but if you know that you've been married for 20 years and you'll get half of the house, then it makes it easier for people to loan you money, because in the end, they know you'll get money back when the divorce settles. So again, there's ways and creative ways to help you when you're in that financial place of dependence, but these fears are crippling. They just absolutely freeze you right where you are. And that's another reason why we stay. We stay because we're frozen. If we don't have any other options, what do you want me to do? He's completely got my life controlled, or she's got the money and she won't let me have it. And they've threatened and gaslit you that you'll get nothing if you divorce them. So knowing that. The other reason people stay is kids. They stay for the kids. And hold on a second. They stay for the kids. Yeah, I'm like losing track of where I was. Sorry. I thought I didn't hit record. All right, I'm not going to even fix that, but you'll know that I was like, am I recording? That was my brain. So the kids, they stay for the kids because it's better. better to have both parents, or better that they live in a stable house and I can manage putting the pieces back together for them. A lot of people go through that, and looking at the reasons that we stay for our children, sometimes they're valid, and sometimes we screw up our children even more by staying. But we don't know it at the time, of course. But in retrospect, many people realize the kids would have been better off. And then there's other situations where, no, you know what? The kids are not going to be better off if I'm the one that can protect them from the narcissistic abuse. Then I'm better be the shield and then let them go off and be with the other parent for extended periods of time where they will not be cared for, they will be neglected, they will be abused, they will be manipulated. If not abused, they will be manipulated against you. So staying in that situation makes sense. It makes sense to stay because the alternatives are, I won't have control over putting their pieces back together when they do go to the other parent's house. So knowing those reasons and understanding them are some of the reasons, right? I think we need to understand that victims are, emotionally abused and manipulated and controlled, but the gaslighting that they do makes us doubt ourselves. Maybe I can't be on my own. Maybe I'll never be enough. Maybe I'll be alone for the rest of my life. Maybe all of these things come in it, but that manipulation, that brainwashing, if you would, the gaslighting, it will make you stay even longer, right? They're undermining your reality, and they're questioning your sanity, or making you even question your own sanity. Gaslighting does that. They manipulate memories. That never happened. You're remembering it all wrong. What's wrong with your memory? Are you broken? You'll never find anyone that's going to put up with you. Can't you remember things? Right? Part of gaslighting. It's why we stay. Those voices in our head from the narcissist are controlling us to stay. Blame shifting. They will shift the blame. This is all your fault. You're never going to get anything. The judge is going to know how horrible and evil you are. Even if you weren't evil, it's the threat. It's the fear that puts us into that fight, flight, or freeze place, and we stay. Let's see. Trauma bonding. Trauma bonding is another really big reason why people stay with the narcissist. And we become dependent on the narcissists, and the trauma bond that gets formed from the intermittent reinforcement is real. It is, again, another paralyzing thing that makes victims stay, because the trauma bond is, I don't know what I would do without this person. That's how they have manipulated your brain to poison you, to think that you wouldn't be okay by yourself. So if you are trying to get away, I do have an exit plan on my website. I also have an entire chapter in my book on how to get away. If you are going to be leaving and divorcing a narcissist, then divorcing your narcissist, you can't make this shit up. See it up there? It is a perfect book for you. It is going to guide you through how to get away, what to do to get away, right? It's not just picking up your stuff and running. And a lot of victims have to do that. I have so many clients that literally run away with the clothes on their back. And then they spend 2 years trying to fight for their own stuff, their own clothes, their own underwear, their own grandmother's days. And if you can plan on some of that stuff before you make an exit, if you have the time and wherewithal, instead of running out in the middle of the night for your fear of your life, then if you can have that time, the luxury of it, then prepare and go, you know what? I really want to get grandma's vase out. That's going to be important. And you start to slip that stuff out and you put it in a friend's garage, or a neighbor or a relative, and you get things out that you want, because there's a very good chance you will not get those things back. And again, so many clients that have to have sheriffs and police guards and camera people come into the house where they used to live to help them take their stuff out. You've been married for 20 years and now you've got to have police protection to just get your clothes and underwear. That's ridiculous, but that is the life of when you are with a narcissist. It gets to that extreme. So pre-planning is good. Put away stuff. If you can put away money, if you could scalp off $50 every time you go grocery shopping and stick it into an account, you'll start to feel more confident. Like, you know what? I've got $5,000. I can get away. I can put that deposit down. I can get to the next level. The quicker and the more you do those kind of steps, the more empowered you'll feel. So this is Tracy Malone. I hope this helped. The reason we stay with narcissists, it's a whole plethora. There's no real one answer. If you're the dumpy, which I was blindsided and out on the streets, right? Boom. I had no time to prepare. But if you are the one doing the prepare and you're the dumper, you have a lot more like things to do to help yourself to not let that happen anymore, or to get away safely and bring your stuff and plan of how you're going to do it. So hope this helped. This is Tracy Malone. Thank you so much. Again, if you are interested in working with me, I do coach people from there's a map all over the world, and help you through whether you're looking to get out, get through a divorce, deal with your family issues finally, and finally heal to move on and have an amazing life. That's what I'm here for. So thank you all, and I'll see you again soon.